Alrighty, what is up, you goofy goobers? We are here. We are back, kinda. We'll see. Um, yeah. So if you haven't noticed already, everything on the channel is pretty much gone. Uh, I think it was just my way. I wanted to get a fresh start on everything. Do I expect these to be the type of videos I'm gonna make all the time? These little tiny I guess we'll call them vlog filler type videos and stuff like that, where I kind of can just talk and go about being myself and not really have to worry about editing too much. But there is a lot of stuff that I do want to put a little more effort into. I actually worked on some graphics and stuff like that for some of the videos I want to do last night, and we'll see where we go from there. I need to. I swear I feel like a broken record because I have said this so many times. You guys won't know it unless you've been here and seen the videos, like calling me an idiot and stuff like that, because they're all gone. But like I said, I do want to get a little bit more consistent with this kind of stuff. So we're we're here. We're here. We're gonna just like I said, I'm kind of expecting these smaller vlogging videos to be kind of like filler content between um, what direction I really think I want the channel to go in, and that may kind of evolve over time if I, especially if I really get into this and kind of start to make it an actual habit of something I want to do on a regular basis. I understand that editing takes a little bit of extra time and stuff like that, but I think that's the quality of video I want to put out in terms of like a review-esque type video. So some of you might be asking or wondering what I'm considering doing. I want to start doing reviews for animes that I have or am currently finishing up and watching. Kind of hard for me to go back and do reviews on anything I've watched in the past. Also, another concept in mind is like a rewatch type of thing where I'll rewatch a series or something like that. I'll do a personal review on it and then go back and kind of see how my opinion on that show or series in specific has changed over time. So, but that's kind of something down the line. One of the key things here is I want to start to actually work on something tangible, because I do, and it's like I'm pretty on board with the thought that I want to start streaming again. I want to get back into live streaming and stuff like that, but I do need to wait until I get my own place and have an internet situation sorted out that is consistent and healthy, because I'm such a big stickler for quality, like meeting my kind of, I think, standards, at least in the stuff where like I'm putting it out under those pretenses. Like these little vlog videos, they are what they are. I'm kind of expecting that I'm just gonna be here and I'm gonna talk to you guys uncut and just kind of spill my ideas and thoughts on the days, and release some of my personal gripes about my situations in life and stuff like that. And I hope that you guys will be here and enjoy this kind of video with me, as well as the review type content that I'm kind of hoping to start pushing here as we get going. So, yes, with that being said, I have been trying to get caught up on all my anime. I'm up to snuff on my weekly stuff, although I did cut my weekly load of shows down this week, or this season significantly. What do I have on my anime list right now that I am watching currently? Less than 20. I normally watch way too many shows in a seasonal, and it leads to me being really burnt out. It leads to me never getting to backlog and stuff like that. And there's so many shows out there that I do want to sit down and watch, and I never get around to it because I overload so heavy on the seasonal stuff, you guys. It's absolutely ridiculous how heavily I was loading my seasonal stuff. And the last few seasons I've kind of trimmed it down, and this season is like the smallest chunk of shows that I'm watching on a weekly basis. And honestly, it feels great. I had a week straight where I didn't watch any anime. I was engrossed in playing some Path of Exile and seeing Diablo 4 for the new season and stuff like that. Although that quickly faded out. That's not the point here. Diablo 4 bad. Do what you will. Say what you want. And it took me little to no time at all to get caught back up on my seasonal stuff. And that feels awesome. Whereas I think in past seasons, if I missed a weekend of shows, if I didn't watch from Friday through Sunday, it was like a 12 hours of episodes to get caught up, and it's just. Then you compound that with the shows that I'm watching from the weekdays throughout and stuff like that, and it just kind of built up, and there were times where I felt really overwhelmed and, quite frankly, burnt the fuck out. And that's where we're at. So it feels good to have cut down a little bit. I like this a little bit more. Anything that I have interest from the season that I'm watching, I want to watch, I toss it into a watch list or on my anime list, plan to watch list and stuff like that. I find out kind of where I need to be to watch it and get that all situated so that when I decide I want to sit down and binge it later, I can do that really easily. So things like this season, I know Bartender is one that seems pretty good, and I kind of wanted to jump on. And I've added it to my list to maybe try to kind of add mid-season here and get caught up on, but I'm kind of confident right now that I like the number I'm at, and I want to just push that one to be a backlog. So that's where we're at. There's a handful of other shows this season that I've heard great things about, and I want to check out. But they're just going to go in the folder of stuff to watch later. So, like I said, that's where we're at. And like I said, I want to start doing reviews on this stuff. I want to start to try to put some serious effort into some sort of review type production. I'm not a critical person, so I think it's something that going in people will kind of need to understand about me, and I think it's something that if I do it for a long enough time and I maintain this kind of momentum that I want to build, people will start to learn, so they can take my opinions on stuff with a grain of salt, unless there's someone like me, and then it's the right kind of grains of salt. Whatever you have, that's what it is. But yes, that's kind of my plan right now. I thought about reincorporating my GoPro, which I have put away because it just never really worked out. I think the way I wanted it to. I've considered doing that and talking on my way to work some mornings. Like I said, I want to still be pushing out videos in between the more edited stuff. And right now, like I said, I'm working on trying to get caught up in my backlog for stuff that I've got partial ways into and stopped watching. And those are a little bit unfair to do reviews on. I finished a couple of them, and I think I'm most of the way through those ones. Everything else I have now on my list is kind of stuff that I will probably start from the beginning when I go to watch it, because it wasn't enough episodes in any way to matter. So, yeah, I think tonight I'm going to try to get a good chunk of Shield Heroes Season 3 knocked out, or whatever. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do a review for that one yet. Because, like I said, I might try to clear my on-hold list from my anime list, and then start doing it. But I have my graphics made and stuff like that, so that I can jump right into doing reviews if I so decide to. So, I think right now 60-40% leaning towards doing one for it, but we'll kind of see how I feel. So, yep, that's where we're at. And it's kind of the game plan right now. Nothing is certain, but it is something I want to start working on. Like I said, building some sort of audience for something makes some sense to me. Especially if I want to start streaming, I would like to be able to start streaming with maybe a group of people that, have an interest in my content, and they can just jump right into watching my streams when I get to that point. So, But like I said, I don't know where we're at in that whole process because the housing market is just such a fucking nightmare. I do have some potential. I have a friend who's considering moving back over here from Wisconsin and joked about being roommates, and I was like, no shit, if you come over here, I'll buy a house and you can be my roommate. Because a second income, a second person or whatever, would make it a significantly easier thing to take care of. So, yeah, that's kind of the thought process. I think outside of that little my small little niche of hobbies and stuff like that, work has been busy. I'm tired. I've been going to the gym regularly 4 to 5 times a week. I'm starting to actually feel like I'm noticing some gains in that department, and I probably still need to work a little bit on my diet in order to like truly kind of start to slim down a little bit. But I think looking at myself, I don't think I'm so negative, and it might just be the self image that I'm creating because I am actually physically working towards improving my body image for myself. So that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, like I said, it's really hard with the few hours I have, and sometimes I stay up too late and cause myself issues. But you know what? It's something that I need to do. I need to start to grind. I need to start to like work towards something because like right now I'm really honestly outside of trying to improve myself physically, I really don't have a lot that I'm like trying to work on in terms of goals. And I do want to change that. So I know I've said it like 65,000 times. And this is gonna be kind of weird because this is gonna be the first video on this that's visible on this channel because everything else has been deleted. But that's where I'm at. Like I said, I didn't like the content I had on my channel. I'm sure there's some stuff there that I would have been okay keeping around, but I just decided, you know what, I want to start from scratch. I want to start from zero. And, you know, I deleted everything probably a week ago, and I've kind of been toying with this idea for a little bit, and I just decided, you know what, we're going to start getting some of these smaller videos out here. This one's already kind of devolved a little bit, but that's okay, because that's what these videos are kind of for. It's just for if you want to kind of hear how things are going or what I'm thinking and that type of stuff, cool. If not, ain't no problem. We'll make it work, man. So like I said, that's the plan. That's the plan going forward. Hopefully I don't just make this fucking video and then just there's nothing for the rest of eternity, because that would suck. So that's where we're at. Lots of ideas. I just need to incorporate it into something tangible, because God knows I've had the ideas before, and I could get started on the process, and the next thing you know, it's just out the window. It's so funny the way my head works, man. But that's just something I gotta overcome. So yeah, if you guys watched this video and you enjoyed it, and if you're interested in anime reviews at all and that kind of stuff that is hopefully to come on this channel, give this a like, give me a follow. Be awesome. I said follow, subscribe, whatever it's called on YouTube. Do the damn thing, because like I said, I want to start trying to push this, and hopefully I don't let myself down again. Like I said, I do that a lot in terms of like my creative scope on stuff. So have a great night, guys, and I will catch you all on the next one.